Hey everyone. I'm finding myself every time I go out. Every time I'm starting to vlog, I start a bit late because I'm quite exhausted most of the time, so I sleep in. And then when I wake up, I start looking for something to do in Beijing because I've pretty much been everywhere that I'm interested in seeing or showing you guys or like experiencing, and I'm starting to run out of things. One thing that a lot of you will notice is that I haven't been to the Forbidden City yet, and I really am not interested in it yet. On another note, what I found out today is that there's a zoo in Beijing that has pandas in it, Panda Hall, and I love pandas, so I'm gonna try to go next week. And the week after, I might be able to get out of the city, go to another city close by. So there's a lot of things to come, but for today, I decided to see some things I'm interested in seeing that happen in the afternoon. If it wasn't for this small tiny sign, would you ever believe that this is a Starbucks? Something that I hate, that I always notice that other vloggers sometimes do, and they do it quite frequently, is pretending that everything is awesome. Oh, I'm having a great time, everything is amazing. Well, yeah, I mean, you can be the most extremely positive person in the world and everything makes you happy, but I'm a realistic person, and honestly, I don't like big crowds, but in Beijing there's always crowds. So that part of my day is not the most amazing, such as right now. This place around Houhai Lake has like traditional style buildings, and it looks amazing, but there's too many people. This place is amazing. Can you believe that in these tiny little houses, in these tiny little alleyways, people still actually live here. What I understand is that a lot of like the Beijing government is trying to like get rid of some of these places so that they can rebuild and make something that is new and can be used better, especially because like a lot of these ones are really close to the center, to the downtown of Beijing. There's another street that I'm trying to find. It's supposed to be this one, but I'm not sure. It's like very old buildings. It's what they call Hutong. Should be interesting, but I really can't be sure if it's this one or if I already passed it, because I'm just walking around trying to find it. And there's like a lot of them, but this one is supposed to be the most famous one, so. It is very easy to get here. It's mainly right in front of the Nanlugoshan station, so it's very easy to get here. So there's a place that I heard about recently that I wanted to see for a while. It's called The Place, and this is definitely the place. I wanted to see this. It's like the opposite of where I was earlier. I was seeing the old part of town. This is like a brand new place, which is like an amazing investment in a huge screen between two buildings. And let me show you what I'm talking about. It definitely creates an amazing environment, and you can see people coming here like chilling and sitting around and just like looking up. And I will say it looks amazing, but it's just, I think this is where it becomes like too much, a little bit over, a bit too much. But a lot of people seem to enjoy it. After spending an hour maybe in the place, I sat around, drank some green tea frappuccino in Starbucks. And it's only Starbucks because because they speak English and they understand what I'm trying to order. But I sat around and just like chilled a little bit. And this place has a great atmosphere, mainly because it's full of families. It's not just like adults or like old men or something like that. It's all families, and it's a great environment, and there's kids playing around. I still don't understand why there is so much extravagance in creating a huge ass screen, because it's not even meant for tourists. It's not a touristic destination. It's just there. I don't understand. I think it's like an extreme waste of resources, even if they can afford it. If you disagree with me on that, write it in the comments. Like, tell me why you think it's normal to have such a huge screen. But overall, I really like the atmosphere. It's a good place to hang out for a while. So that's it for today. First of all, I want to compliment the Chinese people on a few things. First thing is that over the past few years, they've decreased the level of pollution in their cities, especially Beijing, and tremendously. Normally, Beijing is known for its smog. I've been here for 4 months. We've had 1 or 2 days of smog. That's it. Another thing is the cleanliness. The level of cleanliness here is amazing, and I come from a country where it's not as high, it's not as clean. I wanted to compliment that specifically because the main difference here is that it's not that there are more people cleaning the place, it's that people actually walk to the trash cans when they want to throw away their trash. And it makes a huge difference. There is 27 million people in Beijing, and if everyone threw their trash the same way we do back home, there is no one in the world that can clean it up after. A lot of people warned me before I came here that people are not so clean in Beijing or in China. So they spit all over the place, and yeah, they do spit on the floor a lot of times. But besides that, they don't throw away cigarette butts all over. They don't throw their empty chips bags or paper napkins, diapers, all of that. They don't just throw it all around. Their hygiene habits are very different from the Western world, and it's bit difficult for someone like me who's mainly lived in more westernized world to come here and start living here and adapt to everything. But the level of cleanliness in the streets is amazing. The level of cleanliness all around is amazing, and the effort I see that they put to their country is really inspirational. And I really wanted to shout that out because it is something that the rest of the world should start paying more attention to and should follow the lead of this country that has way more people than any of the other countries can probably handle, but yet manages to keep it as clean as possible. It might not be squeaky clean, but it's cleaner than a lot of places I've seen so far. That's it for today. See you next week. Remember, make every day count.